Legacy, trained by Michael Watt. Anyway, their mobile's moving away. We've got Tasma Flash on the inside. Beside it will be Little Sport. Beside that one is Air to Zanzibar, and on the outside is On a Safari. So they're all having a look at the mobile at least, and they'll be getting... is driving... Oh, Lewis Emerson is Brian Gaff's grandson. And Little Sport went for a bit of a gallop, unfortunately, and is still galloping. So, yeah, she'll take a while to get down, but going back to the start there, we've got, it looks like On a Safari's keen to go to the lead from the inside horse, which is Tasma Flash, and running third at the moment is Air to Zanzibar, and unfortunately Little Sport has disgraced herself at the dispatch point and went for a bit of a gallop, but she's stretching out nicely now, and she'll have to try and catch up to this field, which will be some sort of task. But they're all in Indian file at the moment, with the trailing horse a fair way back, and that's Little Sport. So in front we've got On a Safari, driven by Damien Wilson. That's Brian Gaff's grandson, apparently, driving the second horse, which is Tasma Flash. Third is Air to Zanzibar, and Little Sport now is just chasing the field, and will have a lot of work to do. Be unlikely that she would necessarily catch up to these unless they go particularly slowly. So when they come past us the next time, we will get the bell. But out in front there is On a Safari, pretty well performed horse for Trevor Galloway, now back at the trials, which is great to see. Second is pulling a little bit, the Tasma Flash, for the young driver there, and Ros Rolf is driving Air to Zanzibar, and Tasma Flash has her work cut out for her trying to catch up. I'm not sure if the driver, Rob Corbell, is necessarily trying to catch up with her, because she's lost a hell of a lot of ground, but he'll just take her around. But anyway, as they come into the straight, they will get the bell this time, and On a Safari in front. He's probably, I'm not sure about the ratings of these horses, but On a Safari is probably the most rated one there, I would think. 65 for the half, so no, first half 65. And yes, I doubt very much whether, I don't think the driver of Little Sport will be necessarily trying to catch these horses. Too big of a gap. So she's just going around for a bit of a run. But still we've got On a Safari out in front. As I said, I think he might be the highest rated of these three horses. I couldn't say for sure, but I think he is, I'm not sure. Tasma Flash running second, quite close onto On a Safari's back. And third is Air to Zanzibar. So a little bit of a gap now opening up between the first two and the third one, although just as I said that, it closed again, so there you go. And as I said, Little Sport, she's just lost too much ground. But pulling off the back of them now is Air to Zanzibar, and she's going to make a race of it coming down the straight. So Air to Zanzibar, driven by Ros Rolf, coming pretty hard On a Safari, but the driver of On a Safari is just sitting there quietly, Damien. And on the outside there, I think Air to Zanzibar might have pinched second, but I'll leave it to my cohorts in the box to judge on that. And coming up on the inside with a nice little run there was Tasma Flash as well. So a pretty good result there, a pretty close finish, but it certainly was On a Safari who led all the way and held on to the fast finishing Air to Zanzibar, but also finishing nicely along the sprint lane there was Tasma Flash. So we'll have those results for you shortly, I think.